Hi friends, I'm Victoria. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today, it's Friday. It's Friday the 13th. So it's the start of a new reading vlog. This reading vlog is going to be chill, laid back. I'm reading some fantasy, some cozy stuff, and just having a nice, calm weekend, taking care of myself and my mental health. If you watched my previous reading vlog before this, you know I was going through it this week. Just my anxiety has been a lot this week. I'm feeling better today, so I'm hoping to just have a weekend where I take it easy, take care of myself, and get some things done, and just try to have the best weekend possible. I am going to be reading some fantasies in this one. I think it'll be kind of like a nice change up. In my previous reading vlog, I read a fantasy horror called A Sorceress Comes to Call, and I just loved it so much, and I was really kind of feeling the fantasy element at the time, so I was like, let's keep that going. I feel like I'm still into it. And also when I am excited about fantasy, I'm always like, oh, I should take this on, because I feel like most of the time I am not into it. Because I feel like that only happens for me every now and again. I'm like a horror girly. But the first book I have on my list is Where the Dark Stands Still by A.B. Poranek. I hope I'm saying that correctly. This was in my fall list of books that I did recently, and this is a fantasy folklore. I do believe it's YA. This cover screams fall. This looks like fall to me. It says a girl with dangerous magic makes a risky bargain with a demon to be free of her monstrous power. In this dark, devastating, and gothic young adult fantasy, it says that Liska knows that magic is monstrous, and its practitioners are monsters. She has done everything possible to suppress her own magic to disastrous consequences. Desperate to be free of it, Liska flees her small village and delves into the dangerous demon-inhabited spirit wood to steal a mythical fern flower. If she plucks it, she can use its one wish to banish her powers. And everyone who has sought the fern flower has fallen prey to unknown horrors. So Liska is caught by the demon warden of the wood. A bargain seems better than death. 1 year of servitude in exchange for the fern flower and its wish. So I think we're getting some dark, spooky woods, maybe a demon mansion atmosphere. I'm interested in this demon and her serving him. I wonder if they're in a castle or a mansion or something, and that would be great if they are. My dog is eating. Sorry if you can hear him. It's every single video. He's like, oh, I guess it's time to eat. I don't know why, but yeah, sounds good. Perfect for the season, and I'm excited about this one for sure. And I love a YA from time to time, so excited to give that a go. I'm gonna start that first for sure because it's due in 2.5 days. So gotta get that knocked out before it goes back into the library ether, whatever that is. Now, next is a cozy romantasy, and this is by Kayla Cottingham, which I read This Delicious Death by her, and I did like it. It was a little bit cheesy, but I did enjoy it. I like the premise a lot, and this one just sounds so cute and cozy and whimsical for the season, and that is Practical Rules for Cursed Witches. I think this is queer too, which love. Yeah, it says a cozy fantasy romance about a teen witch who must complete her magical training by breaking a powerful family's curse. But her own affliction to never find true love gets in the way when she falls for the girl she's trying to save. I'm not a romance person, you know that. It's not my favorite thing. It never calls to me. But there was something about this that I was like, I think I might like this. So I'm going to give it a go, give it a whirl. If anything, it'll be just an easy, cozy read. And I'm down for that. I feel like I need the most low stakes, chill stuff I can get this weekend. Oh, I didn't even mention, we are actually going out of town on Tuesday. So we're flying to LA. We have a wedding in LA, and we're staying in LA from Tuesday through Sunday. So that's another reason I'm so stressed, is because last weekend we went to Texas for a wedding. In a few days we're going to LA for a wedding. I just feel like I have so much going on and so much to do. So yeah, there's that. And then after those two, I'm not sure what I'm going to read. I think I'm going to see how I feel. And right now I'm going to focus on those two. They're not long, but they're a little bit longer. I'm going to take it easy on myself this weekend. And if I only get through those two, then great. I'm happy with that. I'm just going to start with those and we'll see where to go from there. But yeah, it's Friday. I just got off work. I definitely have things I need to do. I think I might make a list of just all the stuff I need to get done before Tuesday, because I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed, and I feel like a list will help me just like visualize, and to be able to like check stuff off the list will be super helpful. I don't have a workout class booked today, but I think I might go on a walk. I'm not sure how hot it is though, but I think I'm gonna go outside, get some movement in. I think that'll help me. But yeah, I'm gonna start Where the Dark Stands Still first, and I will update you once I've read anything. Okay, I sat down, I made a list, so I got everything I need to get done this weekend on there. Sorry, you can probably hear the washing machine. But Drew texted me and he was like, there's a showing of See No Evil at 4:45 at the theater by his work, if I wanted to meet him, and then we could go get Ike's afterwards. And at first I was like, no. And then I was like, actually, yes, I think going to see a movie will be fun. I'll feel like I did something already this weekend, you know? So, and also I wanted to see a scary movie at some point. So I was like, let's just go ahead and do that. Have an easy, cozy Friday night. And See No Evil came out today, and I've heard that it's pretty good. So I'm excited about it. I love Ike's. It's a sandwich shop. I think it's a chain. Yeah, it's a chain. But they have tons of vegan sandwich options and like mock meats, and it's so good. So yeah, offer me Ike's and I will probably say yes. So I quickly changed shirts. I got my wanna see a scary movie shirt on and put some earrings on, and I'm ready to go. I took Jasper out for a little walk, and I gotta leave like right now, 20 minutes before the movie starts. So I will update you later with my thoughts on Speak No Evil. Just got out of the movie, and I just need to have a talk with you all. I need to have a chat because we need to talk about movie theater etiquette. Because I feel like so many times we've gone to the movies lately, people are just being the worst. And surprisingly, this movie was super full. Like, I was pretty shocked at how busy it was for this one. But but there were these people behind us, and they, like, one of them kept like narrating the movie and being like guessing what was going to happen next out loud. And they were like, oh, he's going to show up in the window. Oh, their car is going to die, blah, 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 blah. And I swear it happened like 20 times throughout the movie. And I would have shushed them because I've gotten to the point in my life where I'm like, you're interrupting this. I will shush you for the sake of everyone else involved. And it's funny because I feel like the whole freaking movie is about just like people being people pleasers and like them just like getting into a mess because they can't say no. But anyway, so I would have shushed them, but I was scared too because the girl right beside me was literally talking half the time too. Like, she kept being like, oh my gosh, just shoot him, just do this, and like saying shit out loud. And it's so frustrating. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm like, can we just not be the worst in movies? Like, respect other people. The whole point is to be quiet. Like, come on. But yeah, I also just don't think I like that movie. It's fine. It's okay. It does a really good job at making you frustrated and feel like claustrophobic and trapped. It does a good job at that, but I will say that these people make the stupidest freaking decisions I've ever seen in a movie, probably. Not understand what was happening, because it was just like, it was so frustrating. And I know that's kind of like the whole point of the movie, is like to feel like you're trapped and frustrated and like, oh my gosh, like tense, in the suspense. But there's one part, well, actually there's 17 parts where I was just like, oh my god, why are y'all so stupid? I just don't even know. And I'm gonna say something because it's literally in the trailer, so we know that this happens. That's another thing I can go on a rant about, is trailers. But in the trailer, it like shows them, they're like leaving, but then they end up coming back, and the guy's like, why did you leave without saying goodbye? And like them coming back, and the whole reason, I just am like, y'all deserve to get killed at this point. I mean, I truly cannot take it. But yeah, I'm frustrated by so many things right now. especially just people being rude in the movies. Please make it stop. I would say wait to see this movie at home. I don't think it's worth going to the movies for. Maybe it might work for you. I didn't find it scary. I just found it very frustrating to watch, like a very like uncomfortable kind of movie, which is definitely like its own sector of horror film, which is fine. But because they were just making so many bad decisions, I had a hard time with it. Like, I would just prefer that they make good decisions, but stuff still go wrong, you know? It just, everything felt like so convenient for the sake of the movie and keeping it going that, I don't know. Okay, rant over. We aren't super hungry. We did end up getting popcorn and ate a lot of it. Like, I got there and I was like, I'm hungry. So we got popcorn, but Drew's gonna pick up Ike's a sandwich on the way home, and we're just probably gonna eat it later. So still getting my Ike's, but gonna have that later. But yeah, I'm gonna drive home. I gotta stop and get gas. I'm about to run out. Okay, bye. Hi everybody, I am on a walk. It's Saturday morning. Last night after my rant, I got gas, washed my car. So that was one thing on my list. Our car was a mess after driving to Texas last weekend. So I did that. So checked off a couple things and then came home, ate half of that sandwich, started watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives again, and I got hooked. I had to finish it. So I watched like 3 episodes of that, or 4, yeah, maybe 4. But while I was watching it, I was editing a vlog, so I got almost done editing a vlog. I might have like, I don't know, 30 more minutes of rough edits, and then I'll be able to upload it to my computer and add in the little book covers and stuff. So hopefully it shouldn't take too much more time. Ideally, I would like to get 2 vlogs edited this week to go up next week. I didn't sit down and film like just a sit down video with you all this week. Well, I was thinking maybe I'll do 2 vlogs instead. And then after watching the show and editing that vlog, I did read a bit. So I got like 15-ish% in last night. And then this morning I woke up early. I woke up at 7:30, unfortunately. And I sat, had a slow morning. We worked on the Lego Titanic a little bit, had some coffee, then I did a read, and I'm about 40-ish% in now. What time is it? My watch is dead. It's like, why did I put this on? I need to charge it. I think it's 10-ish. I think it's 10 or 10:30, something like that. But yeah, decided instead of going to a workout class, it was nice out this morning. It's like 70s right now. So I was like, I need to take advantage of this and go for a walk. So that's where I'm at now. I'm at the good old park. I actually woke up this morning and kind of felt like a new person. I felt just like overall, I felt so much better today. So I'm thrilled about that. Like, I woke up and I just like felt grateful for my life. So that's a plus. So yeah, feeling good. I am hoping to get packed today. I'm not sure if Drew, like, I don't know, we might want to go get lunch or something. I'm not sure if he has any plans, but yeah, I'm just trying to get some stuff done. Hopefully finish editing that vlog and get it scheduled out for Tuesday, and then do a bit of packing. Like, I would like to maybe go through outfit options and get through a few options, and then tomorrow like knock things out and finalize everything. I wish I could pack like a normal person, but it's a literal like days long process for me. But that's okay. You know, I am the way I am. I can't change myself. So yeah, that's what we got going on. I do want to say, after my rant yesterday, I want to say James McAvoy, is that his name? His acting was awesome in the movie. I thought he was really good. I also like the wife. She's in Station 11, and Station 11 is probably one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I truly think that it's perfect. I also love the book too, but if you haven't watched Station 11, it's just so good. Yeah, anyway, but she's in it, she's great. But yeah, I just have an issue with movies, books, anything where the plot solely relies on people being idiots to like move the plot along. And yeah, I don't need to talk about this movie anymore. Last night Drew kept joking with me, and he was like, hey, how'd you like that movie? Because he knew that I was like so annoyed with it. But yes, finally, let's talk about this book. I'm really liking it. I'm 40-ish% in now. Yeah, I think I'm like right at 40%. And I am kind of surprised at how much I'm liking this. We have this girl, her name's Liska, and she can do magic. And her family, like growing up, were really scared of her powers, and she never knew or learned how to control them. And something happens where, I don't know if it's to her family or what, we're not told. There's this like really rare flower that can grant wishes. It's called the fern flower, and she goes off to find this flower to wish for it to take her magic away so that she can just be like a normal lady. We start off with her going through the wood trying to find this flower, and she ends up across this large manor and this demon. In the world that we're in, there's these woods and like villages, and this demon oversees them and kind of just protects them. And people make offerings to this demon every year, kind of like as a tithe to this demon for keeping them safe. But people are still very terrified of him. And this demon sees her. She wants to make this wish. And it's kind of like she's there, and she tells him, I want my magic to be gone. And it's either, and she's scared that like he's gonna kill her, basically. So she makes this deal with him where she will work for him for 1 year at this manor. She cannot leave, and after that year he'll grant her wish, which is taking her magic away. And he's like very much just like, that's the stupidest wish ever. Like, why would you want to get rid of your magic? And it also seems like he might need her for something. Like, it seems like a very much he needs to use her in some way to either help the realm or help himself. We don't know. But yeah, she's in this manor. Atmosphere great. The manor is very like old and decrepit and run down, and there's spirits. We have like spirits in this world, and demons, and like weird creature spirits. And like we have like a cat spirit that's sweet. And our main girl's like seeing this creature that's a hound that's very scary. And we soon kind of learn that the demon, though he is scary and mean, he also cares. Like, obviously he is protecting this realm and the woods and the surrounding villages and these people within, and he works really hard to do that. It kind of reminds me of Howl's Moving Castle in a way, where we have this like kind of hot demon dude. And like he seems very like mean and closed off, but he really is just like, you know, doing the best he can and just trying to help overall. It's reminding me of that, and I'm liking that. But yeah, we're kind of learning that there is some danger coming to this area. People are trying to hurt the demon's magic and get into this village and get to people. And we don't really know exactly what is going on there, but we're learning more and more about it. And we're also kind of getting flashbacks to our girl Liska's past, and kind of going through and talking about how she found out she could do magic, and just different things that happened that very much scared her and her family, and just like how she had to be so closed off and so against using her magic, and she was just so scared that she had this ability. But we haven't gotten to where, you know, we find out what the big explosive thing that happened. Yeah, I'm really liking it. I think the atmosphere is really, really good. The woods and the manor kind of like opens up to these different doors. We have like libraries, weird fantasy areas. It's very much giving like 80s dark fantasy to me. Like, I'm picturing it as like the Dark Crystal or Willow or like the Never Ending Story. Like that's how I'm picturing this like fantasy world, and it's giving that a lot, and I absolutely love that. I grew up on 80s fantasy, so I love it. Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens next. Like our characters, I'm into this demon guy, he sounds hot, and but yeah, I'm curious to see, you know, just how much is at stake here in this fantasy world, and how bad it gets. It's definitely dark and giving that like gothic atmosphere that I love. Manor's great, so stoked about that. That's exactly what I was wanting. I was wanting like a spooky fantasy manor, and we're getting that. So A+ for me for atmosphere so far. All right, it's Saturday afternoon after I got back from my walk. It was like 11-ish a.m. I think it was like 11:15. And the last bit of it got real hot. I'm not gonna lie, I was struggling near the end. It got real toasty roasty, and it is actually 90 degrees now, which I'm like, why are we being cursed? It is mid-September almost. Basically mid-September, and it's still flaming hot. So, you know, don't love that, but I got home and I took a shower, washed my hair, cut my hair, gave it a bit of a trim too, just on the ends. I just have started cutting my own hair because I can't justify paying how much my hair girl charges for a haircut. She charges $135 for a haircut, and it would be different if like we do something wild with my hair, but she doesn't even cut my bangs. Like I always just cut my bangs myself. She doesn't cut my bangs, and she just does a trim on my ends. And I kid you not, it takes less than 5 minutes for her. Like literally, I'm not exaggerating, like less than 5 minutes, and she charges me $135 for that. So I just can't justify it. And don't get me wrong, I feel like people should definitely be paid what they're worth, all those things. But the difference is I'm already there paying her $300 to do my roots and to bleach my roots. So I just can't justify tacking on another $135 for a cut that takes less than 5 minutes. So I just trim my own hair. Every now and again, maybe like once a year, I'll let her do like a professional cut. But yeah, no, in between that, I cut my own hair. My bangs do kind of look like a mess, but I feel like after I cut them, they're always like kind of wonky the first couple of days, and then when I wash it again, it evens out and looks better. So yeah, did that, and then I painted my toenails, then did my Dashing Diva stick-on nails. They look so cute. They're a little Halloween-y, so that's fun. And then Drew said he found a place for us to go eat that we've never been before, and it was a surprise. And it was actually so good. It was a dumpling place, and I don't know why or how we've never been there. It was kind of far from us a little bit. It was like almost 30 minutes, but man, you know I love dumplings. Hi, Jasper. I love dumplings and I love buns. So, but yeah, it was amazing. They had like mock meat. They had fake chicken and fake beef, and it was just so good. So that was really sweet. It made me happy. So yeah, we just got home from having that lunch or late lunch. I think it's like 3 p.m. now, actually. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next. I think Drew's just gonna keep playing his little college football game. And then I might kind of start packing. I think I'm gonna try on a few outfits, and at least just like figure out what I'm gonna wear to the wedding. Because once I have that figured out, I feel like I'll be less worried about it, because that's just like the biggest part, finding something in my closet for a cocktail wedding. So I feel like I should have something though. Yeah, gonna try on a few outfits, see where I get, and do that until I get tired. And then probably read a bit more. I do have to finish this book tonight because it's due tomorrow, and then the other book I was gonna read is due Monday, I think, so I gotta like get on it. But I have gotten further into the book. I'm about 70-ish% in now, and still really liking it, still loving the atmosphere, still loving these characters. We also have a bit of romance that I'm enjoying, and just like more at stake. And it's really interesting to like see these characters, you know, kind of show who they are in their true colors, in a good way, and I'm really enjoying that. It's kind of cozy a bit, and yeah, it's making me feel kind of good, even though some of the stuff that's going on is kind of dark. So yeah, still no complaints. Oh, by the way, this is random, but I don't even know. Oh, we saw something that was called like Dream Street. I don't know if it was like the street name, or like, I think it was a restaurant or something called Dream Street when we were driving. And does anyone remember the like little kid boy band called Dream Street? Because little Victoria in 2nd grade loved Dream Street, and also one of the singers was Justin McCartney. It was so funny, but I just was thinking about that. Does anyone remember that? Only me? Okay. This is another just by the way thing, but Drew's mom, she thrifts and she like sells stuff on eBay and Poshmark and stuff. She's done that as long as I've known her, but she found me one of the most perfect thrift finds ever, and like a dream item for me. And they are vintage Wrangler denim shorts, and I have them on. They look so cute. Here, let me move this. I have them on. They're so cute. Yeah. Hi everybody, it is Sunday morning. I'm about to go to a boxing class, but wanted to give you a quick update. Yesterday I did pack. I spent like an hour and a half picking out outfits, and I have quite a few options, so that's good. Today I'm gonna like go back through, try them all on, and decide exactly what I want to bring. So gotta do that today. After packing, I sat and I finished the book, and I really loved it. And then I edited the video a bit more before we started watching a movie. It was like Onyx, the Fortuitous Talisman of Souls. I actually fell asleep while watching it. I fell asleep at like 11:30, but it was actually really funny. It's like really irreverent and silly kind of horror comedy thing, and I'm definitely gonna try to finish it tonight or something. It's really good for spooky season. It's about these like people that win this contest for this like like demonic demon worshiper man. He like has like movies and records and stuff talking about, you know, devil worship, and he has like his top 5 fans come to his estate for like a ritual, and it's just really funny. People start getting turned into ghouls and some things at stake. Our main character is really like cartoony, honestly a little bit annoying at times, but it's funny, just like something really different. The vlog that I have been editing is the longest vlog ever. When I uploaded all the files into iMovie, it was literally like 109 minutes of footage. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's taken me forever to edit, but I have like cut quite a bit out. So I think it's like an hour and 10 minutes now, the final cut. But yeah, I woke up this morning early, like before 7:30, because Drew was watching the Arsenal game, and he got a little too excited at times and yelled at the TV and woke me up. I like get so scared when I wake up like that, because he's literally yelling at the TV, and I'm just like, oh my god, and I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? But it's just a soccer game. So But Arsenal won, and he's very happy about that. So yeah, I got up at like 7:15. I just laid in bed and finished editing the raw edit of that vlog. Got it done and uploaded, exported it to my computer, and I got an external hard drive recently, and that's made a huge difference. Because I feel like I would spend so much time like trying to delete stuff and making room on my computer to upload these videos in there to edit them. So yeah, finally got an external hard drive. So it's made my life a billion times easier and just the process of editing smoother. So thumbs up for that. And then after uploading that video, I started practical rules for cursed witches. I'm like, what's the name? It's a long name. And I am about 30% into that one now. So I've been knocking stuff out. I'm feeling good. So let's talk about Where the Dark Stands Still. I love this book. I'm contemplating 5 stars. I think I'm gonna do 4.5. There were a couple of things that I was not the biggest fan of, but let's just talk about the story, the overall story, the plot. I loved it. I love the idea of, you know, the witches and the demons and the spirits and like this manor that this demon lives on. It's like living. It has a mind of its own, and I think that's so cool. And just the atmosphere of it all, killer. Like the woods, the manor, the villages, it just feels so perfect. The book feels so much like Howl's Moving Castle, like more dark and even more atmospheric, and I just love that so much. And the romance that ends up blooming between our characters, I really enjoyed it. I don't feel like it was cheesy at all. You know, I have a hard time with romances a lot of the time. I have to be in the mood for it, and I'm a bit hypercritical of them. I just can't deal with like the really cheesy, like silly brooding, like miscommunication of it all. Like I have a hard time. And this, it didn't feel like that. And the relationship didn't feel YA at all. I really love these two characters. I love their relationship together. I love all the other characters involved too. And it definitely ends up being a story about found family. And it has like a cozy element to it in a way, even though it's really, really dark. We do get quite a bit of like action and fighting scenes, and I loved the ending. I think it wrapped up really, really well. And I almost got a little bit teary at the end, like I got a little bit emotional. And that doesn't happen to me very often. And there was just so many elements about this book that I loved. If you're looking for something that's a bit mysterious and gothic, also like whimsical and cozy in a way, this is it. I am just so surprised by how much I love this book. And yeah, it gives Studio Ghibli vibes. And now that I've been reading the other book too, I feel like I might name this vlog like Studio Ghibli Reads or something, because they all fit into that so perfectly. And I didn't plan that, but it's just, I am kind of shocked about that. But yeah, the found family, the romance, the relationships between friends, so good. The action, the finale, loved it. The only thing that I'm really torn about was there is a surprise that we find out near the end. I did really like. I like this twist, but I was just like, I kind of wish it came a little bit earlier. And then I feel like the last third-ish of the book could have felt a little bit more, I don't know. I feel like the intensity of it could have been raised a little bit if we found out this twist a little bit earlier. But you know, when the twist happened, I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming, actually. So I like that. And yeah, the battle scenes in here are good. It gives Howl's Moving Castle, and then also a little bit of Spirited Away, and then Princess Mononoke too, because we're getting like these battle scenes that reminded me of that. And the woods kind of have a mind of their own, and the house does too. And yeah, the magic of it all was really cool. I really loved it. 4.5 stars, phenomenal, and you should definitely pick it up. I also didn't really feel like it felt YA at all. I thought the writing was fantastic. Also, this is a debut, which I'm shook about. I will definitely keep up with this author because I just love this book so much. And it feels perfect for fall time and autumn. I mean, you could read this any time of year. They talk about winter and spring too. And I don't think it's actually set in autumn, but it's just like the dark brooding atmosphere. Like everything is so dark. We also have a tie-in with the village that she's from and like religion, and like exorcisms too, which is cool. And I don't know, so good. I have to go into this class so I don't miss it, but I will update you after class about practical rules for cursed witches. Will I get that name right? Who knows? All right, I went to boxing class. It was so fun. The instructor that I had today, I hadn't had before, and I absolutely loved her. She was so energetic, and it was like an explicit class, so a lot of the music was just like really fun and in your face, and yeah, had a good time. So did that. On the way home, I stopped by Spirit Halloween because I passed one on the way home and I have not been yet, which is wild. I pass it every time I go to Rumble, and it's a really tiny little baby Spirit Halloween. I don't think I've ever been in a Spirit Halloween that is smaller than this one. So I kept like thinking, oh, I'm not going to go in this one for the first time, and I'll go to like one of the bigger locations, but I mean, it's mid-September and I haven't been. So I was like, I'm just going to go in here. And they actually had quite a bit of stuff. So yeah, looked around, saw some fun stuff, just did a quick lap around everything. I came home, took a quick shower, changed, and now I'm going to the library because they're doing their big book sale. They do this every year, and I think it started on Thursday, but today's the last day, and on the last day they do fill a bag for I think $10. I did this last year. I know I have a vlog from last year where I came to this sale. I'm so happy I remembered that this sale was going on this weekend and I didn't want to miss it, so I'm gonna go fill a bag with some books and maybe some movies and some stuff, so can't wait. And it just opened at noon, so it's like 12:20 right now. So yeah, hopefully they still have some goodies left. But let's have a quick chat about practical rules for cursed witches. I'm really liking it. It does feel more like YA than the previous book, I think. We're following this witch named Delilah, and her mom worked in a bakery. She was also like studying to be a doctor, and her mom helped this like wounded witch, and they got together, and then she got pregnant and had Delilah, and Delilah is also a witch. And witches are kind of frowned upon in the town where she's from. They're still a little bit scared of witches. But Delilah has just turned 17, and when witches turn 17, they have this thing called the calling, which is kind of a test. You have like 6 months to complete a test, and if you complete that, then you can stay a witch, and otherwise they take your power away from you, which I'm like, that's harsh. I feel like that's excessive, but anyway. And they kind of decide, they ask you what you want your calling to be and what you want to work on over the 6 months, and our girl was like, I want to solve my family curse, because her family is actually cursed a la Practical Magic, to where any of the people that our girlies fall in love with, they die. And it seems like something similar has already happened to our girl, so that's not good. Like something happened to a boy named Theo. I don't know if it like goes in steps, the curse, or like I think it might be that he just like lost his memory. So she wants to solve this curse for her calling. But at the meeting where like the people over, the witches, I don't know what they're called, the Ministry of Magic, let's say. The Ministry of Magic said, like, hear her out about what she wants to do. But then we have someone that stands up, like this boy, and he's like, I wish to ask her to help solve my curse instead. And there's a rule where it's like, if someone invokes this rule and asks for help about a curse, then that's what has to be done. That's what her calling has to be. So she is essentially forced into figuring out this guy's curse and to solve it as her calling, and she has 6 months to do so. His name's Kiernan, yeah, and he is a twin, and he doesn't know who his sister is, but his family is like super duper ultra wealthy, like everyone knows his family, and there's a curse on their family that's been on their family for generations. And essentially the twins, one of them ends up dying, and the other one takes all of their magic basically, and the one that takes the magic doesn't have control over it. It's just something that happens over time. And as they turn 18 is like the end. The dude's gonna die. So he's like, please, I want to solve this. He has like 8 months, I think, before he turns 18. So they're working together, trying to figure out the cause of this curse. He doesn't have a ton of info from his family, but his family sounds like the literal worst. They are basically just like, yeah, this is what you gotta do. You're gonna die. You're gonna be like a martyr for the family, and kind of like talk it up and be like, you should be proud of this and like this honor, which for me makes me think of like, I feel like the family is involved in this some way. Like, it seems kind of obvious to me, but I don't know, maybe it's not. But yeah, they're working together. They're searching for his twin, and his twin is actually like this really edgy, cool girl. Her name's Briar, which I'm like, that's fun. And I think that there might be a bit of a sapphic romance between our girl Delilah and Briar. They're essentially on this airship, which is definitely giving Howl's Moving Castle. It's not like, it doesn't have its own like brain and stuff, like it doesn't live through the fire or whatever like Howl's Moving Castle. Like, it is an actual ship that is steered by magic and these people on the boat. The atmosphere is cool. I like being on this airship. We're getting a lot of kind of different locations so far. I'm 40% in now. I listened to it on my way home from the gym, and so yeah, I'm 40% in. We've had a few action scenes. The twins' family are kind of after them and trying to catch this Briar girl, the twin. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes, and I'm just really liking the characters. It does feel a bit more YA, like I mentioned, but I'm liking the characters. I'm liking the story. It also feels very Studio Ghibli, like Howl's Moving Castle, kind of like Kiki's Delivery Service, in the sense that, you know, they're studying to be witches and they have to like go through these different trials to actually, you know, come into their power. So I do like that too. And we're also getting some really amazing like food imagery that I'm loving, that I feel like Studio Ghibli knows how to show food and like make it look absolutely freaking delicious. And I'm kind of getting that feel like our girl baked a spell in some biscuits, and we have croissants and grilled cheese, and the food talk has been good. And there's also a lot of kind of like imagery or like immersiveness with scents. We keep getting these deep descriptions of scents of people. So when she smells different scents, she can kind of tell, oh, this person's cursed, they smell this way, or this person's dangerous, they smell this way, and she can kind of get an inkling or smell someone or something bad coming, which is cool. I'm really liking it so far. It's an easy, cozy, little whimsical book. Yeah, I'm gonna go and head into this bookstore and try to get me some good items before they're all snatched up. They were mostly picked over. I did get a bag of stuff. It's not $10 this year, it's $12, so you know, that's fine, inflation. But I mostly got like coffee table and like art books. I got like a Michelangelo book and just, yeah, a few different things that I thought would be nice to set out. And then I got movies, and I got a few DVDs. I got V for Vendetta, The Stepford Wives, one of my all-time faves. Interview with a Vampire. Arthur with Liza Minnelli is one of my all-time favorite comedies. I love that movie so much. It makes me cackle. Like, it makes me just laugh so much. I love it. If you haven't watched it, give it a shot. But they remade it like in the 2010s. That one's not very good, but you should watch the one from the 80s. It's fantastic and hilarious. So, and also Liza Minnelli, like what more could you possibly want? But yeah, I love that movie, so I'm happy to find it. But yeah, still found a few good things. I'm gonna head home. I've been drinking a protein shake just to hold me over. Drew was taking Jasper to the groomer at 1:30, and it's like 1:40 right now. So, oh my gosh, was I really in there that long? I'm like, where did the time go? So yeah, gotta head home and eat. I'm starving. Okay, it's Sunday night. When I got home, we ended up going to Earl's for lunch. They have a really good happy hour, and we got vegan pizza and lettuce wraps and some guacamole. and a couple of drinks, and it was really good and delicious. So we had that and then came home, and I got everything finalized for the trip. All of the outfits and everything, I got that sorted out. So very happy about that. I was kind of torn between what to wear to the wedding, but I finally decided and I feel good about it. So yeah, that's good to go, ready to go in the suitcase. I probably got home at like 4:30ish from Earl's, and then I worked on packing and outfits till 6:30. Which I know is ridiculous. And then when I got done with that, I continued editing that vlog, and I'm done editing. It took me a while. I got done editing at 8:50. So it's exporting now, and then I just need to upload it into YouTube and create a thumbnail. So that's all I gotta do. I can do that tomorrow, easy peasy. And yeah, once I got done editing that, I was like, I can't make the thumbnail right now. I'm so tired. But at least I got that done, and now we are about to just sit and watch a movie. But Jasper got groomed, he looks great, much less hairy, so that's a plus. They brushed him real good. But yeah, just gonna sit and finish this movie and go to bed. I don't think I'm gonna read anymore tonight. I did get a bit farther into it, I think 55-ish%. And you know, there's just shenanigans. They're on the run from this family. They're meeting other witches, and they're in like a book, like a library of books and curses and spells. But yeah, still good, still fun. We still have like the romance thing going on. Yeah, no complaints. It's fine. I'm not like obsessed with it by any means, but I'm liking it. But yeah, just want to give a quick update for this Sunday night, and I will talk to you tomorrow on my lunch break, most likely. Hi everyone, it's Monday morning. I'm on my lunch break. You know it's Monday. I have a very early meeting. I say this every vlog. You're like, we know, Victoria, you have to get up at 7 a.m. for a meeting. But yes, I have a 7 a.m. meeting, but that means I get off at 3, so that's good. But it's like 10:19. I'm on my lunch break, and I just wanted to show you guys real quick a couple of Halloween items I got. So you all saw in my kickoff to spooky season vlog where I broke my favorite Halloween item, and I was pretty devastated. The day was just not going as planned for decorating. It was a whole mess, but I was able to find one online. I will say I paid double the price after shipping and everything than I bought it originally when I bought it at Ross. It was $29.99 at Ross, and I ordered this online from Traditions, and after shipping, which shipping was $15, I was like, oh gosh. Paying for shipping is always the worst. I don't know why. But after shipping, it was $63, which yes, is excessive, but I love this item so much, and Joanna Parker is not making these items anymore. She has announced that she's stopping making these Halloween, like, it's called like Carnival Cottage or something, I think is what the line is. And yeah, she announced recently that it's no more, so you won't be able to get these items unless she creates something new, like a new line. I don't know, but yes, I ordered my little ghosty cookie jar again. He's so beautiful. I love him so much. And I broke the lid, which is the best part, his little curly Q head. I'm just so happy to have it back in my life. I love him so much. And they shipped it really well, actually. And then, because it's fragile, like it really is. And I think even in my vlog last year where I was talking about it, I was like, this feels so fragile. I'm scared I'm gonna break it. Like, I'm pretty positive I said something just like that. And I did. So, you know, but yeah, it's back in my life, and I am just so thrilled. The other one I'm keeping, he just doesn't have a head anymore. Well, he has a head, but not his cute little spooky curly Q, but I'm like, what should I call it? But that's okay. Drew had a really good idea about getting a plant that will just like stick up straight and put him in the jar and use it as a planter. And I was like, wow, why didn't I think of that? You were so smart. And it made me feel a lot better. So now I just have this one that's all perfect and can be used in the kitchen. And then I have my other one that I will just use as a planter. Win-win. But I also wanted to show you that I ordered the matching salt and pepper shakers. Oh my gosh. I looked on Amazon for the cookie jar too to see if there were any sellers there that were cheaper. They didn't have the cookie jar, but I did find these on Amazon just randomly, and they only had like 2 left. And I was like, buy, and these were pretty cheap. I think they were like less than 20 bucks, and they're beautiful. I just don't know how these are like the cutest thing that's ever existed. They make me so happy. So now I have a whole set, and I wouldn't have even thought to look for these salt and pepper shakers if the lid didn't break on the other one. So I'm trying to look at this from a positive perspective. I think I'm doing a good job at that. But yes, it's Monday. I'm on my lunch break. I'm not hungry yet. So as you've probably noticed, we're not big breakfast people. I drink some coffee or tea in the morning. I go through phases with coffee. I did mark some stuff off my list. In the past like 20-ish minutes, I opened YouTube, started uploading my vlog, and I put in, you know, my title and my caption and everything, got that written out. So that's ready to go. I just have to make a thumbnail tonight, so that's good. And I did post that this is probably gonna be my one video of the week. I cannot imagine me having time to edit another vlog because that's all the content I have right now are vlogs. In a perfect world, I would sit down today after work and film a video, like a sit down video, but I don't know if I'll get to that or not. Drew looked at our flight info. We're actually flying Delta, which I'm so stoked about because we couldn't remember because we booked the flights like months ago. And I was like, who are we flying? Do we get bags? I should probably have asked that before I picked out all these outfits. But we get one carry-on, so that should be perfect. And yeah, just gotta put everything in the suitcase. Pack my toiletries, which I feel like I have mostly packed from our trip to Texas last weekend anyway, so I'm mostly good to go there. And yeah, I'm feeling good about that. Let me look at what else I need to do. Okay, edit, vlog, and upload, that's almost done. Edit vlog 2 and schedule that, that's not happening. I was high hoping that I would get another vlog edited. There's no way. I did not expect that other vlog to be so long. I also flipped the images for the first time. Like, I guess you're supposed to do that. I don't know. I'm not a video editor. I'm just like here. I'm trying my best. And when I tell you, me looking at myself after flipping that really like messed with my brain. I was having like an internal struggle and a dilemma because I was like, that doesn't even look like me. Film and read 2 books, I'm doing that, and I should get done with the second book tonight. It goes back to the library tomorrow at like 2 p.m. So I gotta finish that tonight, or at least by lunchtime tomorrow. And then, let's see, library book sale, I did that. Water plants, that's what I gotta do. Gotta water plants and pick up tonight and clean a little bit. So that's what we got to do, and yeah, I'm feeling good about it. I'm really glad I made this list because I was overwhelmed, and I feel much better about everything now. I did good, and I got ready, and I filmed a video. I filmed books set during Halloween. I already had a list going, so yeah, got those all put together and filmed that. And Drew just got home. Perfect timing because I can't film while he's here, partly because I'm embarrassed and partly because you can hear everything in our apartment. But yeah, I'm so proud of myself, got that done. And yeah, I'm gonna pack everything in my suitcase now. I'm sweaty. I turned the air off to film. So yeah, gonna get everything packed up and ready, and yeah, we'll be good. It's Monday night now, and we actually got so much stuff done. I feel so accomplished today. After I got off work, I got off at 3. I filmed that video, and I got done with that at like 4:30. And then I packed and cleaned the house, vacuumed, wiped everything down, cleaned the bathroom, the toilet, everything, just to do a quick clean. And also because my friend Kayla will be coming over here to watch Remy while we're gone. So yeah, I just didn't want it to be a mess. And finished that at like 8 p.m. We also like stopped and had dinner. We had like the vegan enchilada casserole from Trader Joe's and some Spanish rice. So, you know, tasty stuff. And watched some supermarket sweep. Got done cleaning at like 8. Then created that thumbnail. It took me a while, honestly. And I got done with that almost at 9. And then I finished the Onyx, the Fortuitous movie that we started on Saturday that I fell asleep during. So got that done. But while I was getting everything put into my suitcase and cleaning, I did finish the book. And I have to say, it actually got way better. Like, there was a moment in the middle where I was like, I don't know, it's kind of losing my interest a little bit. But then we kept having these twists and turns and surprises that were coming about. And I was like, oh, okay. It was really like keeping me hooked, and I was excited to see what was going to happen next. Overall, there's a really lovely story of found family here. And in the editor's note, or like before you start the book, they do mention that this book is about generational trauma, and it goes out to all those that are, you know, working through their own generational trauma. And this book really is that, because we have our girl who is cursed, her family's been cursed. We have the twins who have both been cursed, and their family just sucks, and just how things spill over. And I don't know if I mentioned, but our main girl, her dad was, well, I did mention he was a witch, but he is a very famous witch and is known for breaking curses, but she has never met him or anything. So, and that's one of the reasons why Kiernan went to her, because he was like, well, you're related to this person. We really see how these families set these kids up for disaster and downfall and even death in some situations. But yeah, things transpire in a way where I was really intrigued. We also have kind of some like creatures brought in, a lot of witchcraft, you know, things in libraries and a masquerade ball, and just fun elements that I really enjoyed. And I also liked the romance. The romance was good. There is quite a bit of like longing and a little bit of cheese, but it's light. The cheese is light, and I had no problem with it. And I am normally annoyed by a lot of romance. So yeah, the romance was good. I liked the queer representation, and I really liked our characters a lot, and how, you know, they worked together and they were like, just cared about each other so much, and them just coming together as their own little family. But yeah, the food talk, as I mentioned, great. The like scent and imagery that's brought by a lot of this writing is really immersive. And then yeah, with the airship and the masquerade and a manor, and all these like little towns and even the woods, the atmosphere is really good. And I still think, as it went on, it wasn't as like Studio Ghibli as it was at the beginning, but the first bit of it, I was like, whoa, this is super Studio Ghibli. So I think I am going to name this vlog Studio Ghibli Reads or something like that, because that's what it felt like. And these were both great. I think I'm going to give this one 4 stars. It's just a great, like, sweet time, and just like seeing them go through this turmoil and then coming out the other side was just really inspiring and heartwarming. The ending was really heartfelt too. But yeah, I'm gonna end this vlog here. We leave tomorrow. I got everything done. I checked all the things off my list. I'm really proud of myself, and I did, you know, try to take care of myself. I ended up having a really good weekend. And I thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you. And if you like bookish content, please subscribe. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and let me know if you've read any of these and what your thoughts are. And if you know any other books that give like Studio Ghibli vibes, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. I hope you have a great spooky rest of your day.